Alright guys, I have a 2000 E320 Mercedes Benz coming in for a tensioner assembly replacement. Belt tensioner. Coming in for a belt tensioner because look at this, it wobbles. So let's say you're driving out of nowhere, your car died, or let's say you're driving and everything light up and your steering wheel started to become very stiff. You might want to pull over and check out if the belt is still intact. On this one in particular, it does not have the belt. Well, I took the belt out, but it was not on it, you know. And I played with the pulleys. All the pulleys, there's no wobbles except for this one. So we're gonna be replacing this tensioner, belt tensioner. Oh man, it's actually 15. Okay, that's 15 socket, 15 millimeter socket. So what we're gonna do to replace it is take out the pulley first, since I don't have any access on the second bolt. So the belt tensioner has two bolts. It has two bolts, one on the top and the other one is on the bottom. Since we cannot see the bottom, oh shoot, look at this. Not reverse started. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. The bearing just fell off. So yep, that's the issue. We know the pulley is the problem. What I don't want to do is take chances. So I will replace the entire belt tensioner just so you can have that relief that the problem is fixed. And the other bolt is right here, right on the side. Let's see if I can zoom in. You might need to add a 2 to 3 inches of extension. Getting a power tool because my hands. Let's see, this is the new one. Let's see if it matches up. First thing we'll look for is if it's the same. Okay, they made a better design. Clip on the bottom that we need to take out once everything is installed. Once we put the belt, we can take this one out, or you can take it out now if you want. Because once we take out the pin, the tension is gonna yeah. So what I would suggest if you buy this is once you install the two bolts, then you take out the pin. It was designed like that so that you can install the bottom bolt a lot easier. It gives you access on that bottom bolt. And when you tighten these bolts, make sure it's hand threaded. Alright, then now we're gonna take out the pin. There you go, that's how I got it out. Fortunately, yeah, just grab a cutter or something that'll take it out. Normally when I take out the cutter pin, I use the cutter. Yeah. That's making a noise. A little bit noisy over there. How about this one? Well, the car hasn't been running in a while, so we'll see how it goes. So as far as belt routing, belt diagram is going to be what, the idler pulley to the power steering pump here on the side down to the AC. Basically I'm working on clockwise down to AC. So power steering pump down to AC, and then over. Let's put there to the tensioner. From tensioner, it'll go to the water pump. Okay. not right. Nah. Okay. So start over. Idler pulley to the power steering, then AC. From AC we'll go straight to underneath the crankshaft pulley. Then from the crankshaft pulley we go underneath the tensioner, and then from the tensioner over the water pump. The last thing that I always want to do, where I'm going to put the last belt on, is where I have a lot of a better access on, or like a better space where I could maneuver the last belt. In this case, I could either put the last belt on the idler pulley or in the alternator, since both of these are very wide open when adjusting the belt or adjusting the tensioner. See, this is what I mean. I could just move the tensioner and then this camera's like on the way. Oh, let me get this shit out. Maybe I'll go with the alternator first and then make sure everything is on the groove. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Is that even the right belt? Oh, yeah, it is. It's just, there you go. You can move the tensioner. There you go. Alright, make sure the belt is on the grooves and it's not sticking out, otherwise you're gonna damage the belt. Okay. Alright, we're gonna crank up the we're gonna start the car and see if it works. Now we'll go back here and see if the light is still on. As you guys can see, there is no more lights on the dashboard. Alright, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, comments or concerns about your car, or if you like, let me know if you guys like the style of my content. These are very intentional videos, you know, straight to the point. I also include my struggles in the video. Well, not all the struggles, but majority of what I think people could face while doing this job. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.